Thank you so much, Dan. Time now for our financial focus. Of course, financial analyst Steve Budin is here. It's Monday. Let's get to it. President Trump, and we've heard a lot about these trade sanctions. Question is, good or bad for consumers, good or bad for the American economy?
Right, and that depends on who you ask, of course.
Right.
But President Trump is threatening to levy tariffs on different industries, steel and aluminum to start. And basically a tariff is a tax on an imported good.
Right.
So basic math would tell you if they raise the price on steel or aluminum coming into this country, the prices of goods that use steel and aluminum will go up. So whether it's beer cans or cars, you may or may not see prices go up. The debate right now is, number one, how much would prices go up? And number two, would other countries retaliate against us and levy tariffs on their own?
Essentially starting a trade war, right?
That's right.
Now this would be good for, obviously, the American steel companies because it would make their competitors more expensive, right, ideally? That's
right, in theory,
about.
that,
Right.
you know, and Trump campaigned on this. He was going to protect certain industries or restore certain industries. The thing you have to remember, too, though, on the other side, auto manufacturers, aluminum can manufacturers, you know, if those prices go up, it could impact the profitability of those companies.
Right.
So, again, the debate is, does the tax going up benefiting one industry impact everybody else?
And I'm sure those companies would just eat those losses, would not pass that on to you and I.
Of course not,
No,
of course
no,
not.
no, of course
Yeah.
not. All right, moving on now to a different company, different industry. The oil production here in the United States at a record high. This is interesting. I didn't know this.
Yeah, and who'd thought we'd be having this conversation?
Right.
I was reading a report over the weekend that the U.S. Oil production's hit a record high currently, and if things keep going the way they're going, we'll be the world's largest oil producer in the next 5 years.
Wow.
And, you know, I've said anytime we can rely less on the Middle East for our energy, it's a good thing. And if this keeps going the way it's going, I think it is great for the United States.
Yeah, a lot of people say obviously our dependence on foreign oil has also dictated our foreign policy in a lot of ways too. So this could sort of have a big global geopolitical shift as well.
Right, and you had asked me off camera, how is this happening?
Yeah.
The technological advances in oil drilling, fracking, and other types of techniques that didn't exist 15, 20 years ago in a cost-effective way are now coming to pass. So this is the merging of technology and energy to help benefit our economy.
All right, drunk shopping. It's a thing. At home, you have the wine, you have the beer, the bourbon, whatever it is.
Right.
You get online and you have yourself a good old time. This is becoming an issue, right?
Yeah, this is when I have nothing else to read over the weekend. I'm going to the bottom of websites. But a couple of studies have come out and said that last year was a record amount of drunk purchases for Americans. And I know this hasn't happened to you ever.
No, never.
Never.
Nope.
But what happens is, you know, you have a little too much to drink, you pick up your phone, you get all these ads, you see great deals, and you spend the money. And then all of a sudden, next month, you're thinking, I don't even remember buying them.
See, that could explain my wife's shopping, honestly. I think we get packages every day. I'm like, what is going on? So drunk shopping, it's a thing, and it's getting a little bit out of hand.
And this gets back to the frivolous purchases. Sometimes it makes sense to think twice before you spend money. Over $1,000 a year, according to this study, folks are spending while they're intoxicated.
Think twice and sober up.
That's right.
All right, Steve Budin, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.